Hi there, I'm Shamya Raha, and today I will be talking about bullying in the Indian education system. I won't be talking about the bullying that goes on between students, I'll be talking about the bullying that is done by teachers. Now, you must be wondering, is there even a thing called teacher bullying? Yes, there is. In an anonymous survey conducted in 2006, noted that about a staggering 45% of teachers have admitted to having bullied a student. I believe that the figure is way higher than this, simply because some teachers believe that what they are doing is disciplining and not bullying. This is, of course, not true. There is a fine line between disciplining and bullying. The ill treatment or bullying of students is not about the physical abuse. It's about the negative psychological effect it has on a child, thanks to him being very meek in front of his teacher. This can be done in ways such as debasing or shaming a student in front of his classmates, or humiliating or intimidating a student. Some of you may argue that this is something that is usual and occurs on a daily basis. You are right in thinking so, but there is a degree to everything. When the intimidation or harrowing becomes constant to the point where sometimes they even intimidate you for the most trivial of reasons, that is when this becomes an issue that needs attention and immediate stopping. So, what is teacher bullying? When a teacher uses their power to punish, manipulate, or disparage a student in a way that is way beyond what is considered to be a reasonable disciplinary procedure. Why do you think teachers do this? Off the top of my head, I believe that this is because of the failure of the schools to provide them with appropriate and effective disciplinary strategies, which results in them coming up with their own. And after all this, I am just amazed when teachers ask you why you can't speak up in class or are afraid to ask questions. I really feel like asking them that maybe the child is very shy, or a larger part of the reason might be that they are scared of you. And all of us can agree that not all kids have the privilege to go home to a loving and supportive family. Some of them have to go back to the same treatment at home too. And that's how some of these kids end up failing exams and just can't focus. And when they can't get good grades, they are again picked on by teachers. It's almost like a vicious cycle. And this is why every hour a student commits suicide in India, which results in about 25 student suicides every day. This leads me to believe that schools, like they have counselors for students, should also have counselors for teachers. Teachers of the Indian education systems are most certainly the most stressed out individuals. This results in their personal life being disrupted, which has effects on them, such as frustration, and this frustration is taken out on the students in the form of bullying. It's clear that teachers do this because of how bad the system is. Indian school teachers focus on getting their syllabus done and not making their students study in detail or be curious about the subject. And this isn't their fault. Modern education in India is often criticized for being based on rote learning rather than problem solving. Creativity isn't encouraged. Being innovative isn't encouraged. Being creative and innovative is often considered to be a form of entertainment in Indian schools. And some teachers who encourage their students to dig in deeper and to go a little out of syllabus are also shunned and sometimes even fired. I've seen that happening. And after seeing, experiencing, and reading about all this, at first glance you might think that this is a teacher's fault, but to be honest, the real culprit over here is the system. It pressurizes teachers to the point where their work life disrupts their personal life, and all of this frustration is dumped on children because they are easy targets. They won't speak, and even if they are vocal about it, their parents will shun them. Our elders believe that the power holders of education won't do something like this because they are educated enough to know that that's not what they're supposed to do. No, it's time to accept that things like this happen in school. It is time to believe it. It's time to know that your kids can be bullied by anybody at school. They can also be bullied by the very people who have swore to protect your child. And above all, we all are bullied, even our teachers, by the system.